What's up, guys? Manny here, back with another video. And today we're talking about UFC 247, Jones versus Reyes. All right, I put out my prediction video for this fight months ago, and I got a lot of hate for that video because I said Reyes was gonna win. I'm a big Jon Jones fan, supporter. Jon Jones, I love his fighting style. He's, one of the best fighters to ever do it. But I just felt Reyes was going to. I just felt Reyes was going to win. Just by seeing the way he moves and just some of the things about him. He's just a very special fighter. And in that video, I got mad hate in the comments, people shitting on me. But look what happened. Look what happened. Reyes, he may have lost the fight, but realistically, Reyes won 3 rounds. And also, it showed a lot about Jon Jones. This fight, UFC 247, Jones versus Reyes, it showed a lot about what makes Jon Jones so great as a fighter. And Reyes as well, he's a very special fighter. But Jon Jones, the reason he's the champion is not because he's the best athlete out there. It is not because he's the most amazing striker or amazing wrestler or amazing jiu-jitsu guy. He's good in all those areas, but what really makes Jon Jones champion, what makes him so special in my opinion, is how tough he is. Like, he's extremely tough, and he's just, when he's in there fighting Reyes, you have to understand he's taking big shots here to the body. He's getting kicked to the body hard. He's getting punched, he's getting uppercutted. He's getting hit with knees. Like, Reyes was hitting him with a lot of shots in those first 3 rounds. And Jon Jones stayed focused and kept putting the pressure on in the sense of coming forward. He just, and that looks really good in the judge's eyes. What makes Jon Jones so special is his toughness. The fact he's able to just go in there and grind with DC and really push his cardio. And that's what makes him the best, in my opinion. He was able to just grind through that whole fight in the last 2 rounds, and it looked very good in the judges' scorecards. But yeah, Jon Jones, when he fought Vitor Belfort and he got his arm broken, and he got his arm broken, came back and put Vitor in a submission, and he was a white belt at the time. Like, he's just a very tough individual, extremely tough, and he's athletic as well and very creative. But he's just extremely, extremely tough and well-conditioned, and he's able to stay focused under pressure. And that's what makes him champion, I believe. But you have to give it to Reyes. Reyes came out in that first round, and he had no respect for Jon Jones. He came out winging shots. He came out right away off the first bell, and he's throwing big punches, putting pressure on Jones. Most of the time, people, when they come out Jones, they show a lot of respect, and Jones gets in his rhythm, and he starts to dictate the fight, and then he's able to just coast and do whatever he wants. But with Reyes came out right off the bat, putting pressure on Jones, and that just messed up the whole flow. So in that first round, and you can see his confidence continued to build and build throughout the fight. Like, in that first round, Reyes just really put the pressure on him. You have to give Reyes that first round. I got my notes right here, Also, Jon Jones got dropped in that first round. He got dropped. Some people are saying it was a slip, but no, it was not. Jones was throwing that kick, and Reyes threw a big, big punch, a hard, solid punch to Jones's chest. And the power from that shot was able to knock Jones down. Reyes is a special athlete. He's extremely athletic, extremely strong, extremely fast, great footwork, incredible athlete. And I remember the first time I saw Reyes fight was when Conor McGregor fought Khabib Nurmagomedov. Reyes was on the undercard, and I forget who he fought that day, but he reminds me of Dominick Cruz, the way he's so for at light heavyweight, for a guy to be so light on his feet like that is extremely impressive. Extremely impressive. He's a special fighter, and he's the next champ. If him and Jon Jones rematch, that's gonna be very interesting. But at some point, Reyes will become the light heavyweight champion, and that's someone that we really got to continue watching. He's a special fighter. Not many guys are gonna be able to beat him. Jon Jones, I feel like he knows he lost that fight. Actually, no. This is something very, very important. Like Jon Jones, he understands how to look good in the judge's eyes. So no matter what, he ends up, getting these rounds. And these judges are terrible. They don't understand fighting. But the reason Jon Jones won this fight in the judges' eyes, in my opinion, is one, the judges are terrible. They don't know what they're watching. And two, certain people will judge based off of certain things if they don't have a certain amount of experience in fighting. So Jon Jones, throughout the whole fight, he's coming forward. And no matter what, even if he's getting lit up with shots, he's coming forward. And to the judges, it looks like, oh, okay, well, this guy is controlling the octagon. He's winning. Even though he's taking big shots, he's coming forward, and he's marching Reyes down. And that looks good in the judge's eyes. Also, at the end of the fight, when Jones has his hands up, he's on top of the cage, sitting there like, yeah, I won this fight. That also plays a role in the judge's eyes. So for fighters out there or competitors out there, no matter what, show that confidence, body language that you believe that you're winning the fight. And the judges take that into account. Something special, something really important about Jon Jones is every round he fights, after the round is up, he will raise his hands like, yeah, I won that, or he will just show like, yeah, I won that round. And the judges see that. The judges are looking for body language, and because some of these judges aren't, skilled or experienced in martial arts, so they're looking for body language. And if you're a fighter, if you're a competitor, show that body language, show you believe it, and that really has an effect. And Jon Jones understands that. So, in the last two rounds, those were Jon Jones' best rounds, and even those rounds were extremely close. The fourth round, I feel like, could go either way. The fifth round, man, those takedowns, they don't really, the takedowns didn't do much. Like Jon Jones took Reyes down, but Reyes pops right back up. In the fifth round, I feel like Jon did win that round. He took over his cardio, still walking Reyes down. It was an amazing fight, amazing, incredible fight. I hope they have a rematch. I believe Reyes is the next guy. He's the next guy. Like I said before in that video, and you guys would light me up in the comments. Like if you go back and look through my picks, look through my fight predictions. Usually I'm right. So I love this game, and I really study this game, and so sometimes I might have a crazy prediction, but a lot of times they come true. So yeah, UFC 247, Jones versus Reyes, amazing fight. And I think what we learned from this event was, one, Jon Jones is incredibly, incredibly tough, and two, Reyes is an amazing fighter, and he's probably the next guy to become a champion. Also, I feel like Jon Jones is slowing down. I feel like he's not the same guy he was when he was younger. He's not as creative. He's not taking as many risks, and that's smart for him because he has a lot on the line. He broke the record for UFC title defenses. So he's taking less risks, and it's showing. Also, these new guys are coming up, and they're better than the guys of the past. Thiago Santos is very skilled in all areas. Dominick Reyes, amazing athlete. Like this, the day and age we are in MMA is a whole nother time. The guys are so good now. They're so good, and yeah, you know, yeah, that's it, man. Um, Drop some comments below what you think of the fight. Do you think Reyes won? Do you feel Jones won? Yeah, much love. I'll see you guys soon.